Hey Team Eqrrc, this is Coach Wes, and we're here just to talk and further our discussion just a little bit more about the role of nutrition as it relates to performance with respect to running. So we've been on this topic for about a week or so now, and last week we talked about some of the generalities of nutrition and how you can use that food to optimize your performance, whether it's eating carbs before and proteins after. And a lot of the conversation and questions I had following up that message was, what does it mean specifically? Can you give us recommendations of things? And that's what I wanted to talk about a little bit more tonight. So we gave some of those generalities last week, and those still hold true. The idea that before a workout you really should eat carbohydrates a little bit more than you should base your meal in proteins. And the reason for that is the carbohydrates are shorter chemical chain, and whereas proteins are longer, so they take longer to digest. Now, after the workout, the exact opposite is true. We want to eat more proteins. But we can use a combination of those carbs and proteins throughout the week to make sure that we're fueled appropriately. Now, when it comes to what to eat leading up to a workout, and we're really now talking a little bit more long-term frame, what to eat the couple days before, it really depends on the length and intensity of the workout. My suggestion would be anything lasting longer than about 10 or so miles. When you're really starting to look towards your half marathon, your full marathon, your nutrition plays an even larger role. The good thing is that when our durations are an hour and a half and under, we don't have to be as vigilant about eating very particular things before, but I still want to give you an idea of some of the things that would be good. Now, my thought is always a couple different rules to follow by. The first is look at to eat as little processed food as possible. So you want to be looking at items that are picked or planted and not boxed or bagged. The fewer times they've touched the hands of man, usually obviously the more wholesome they are for you, but just the better your body will absorb those types of foods. Now this holds true especially for carbohydrates. We don't really want to be going with our refined types of starches or flours. We really want to get things that are kind of earthy and grainy, and I have an example here that we use all the time at our house. So we do this salad, and it's super duper easy. All of the ingredients come from Trader Joe's. That place is like a godsend most of the time. And the three things that we use really commonly to go into the salad are the edamame, and this is just shelled edamame from Trader Joe's. We use some of their cold lentils, and the lentils are just like a smaller type of a bean. And then we also use some of their fresh bruschetta. Okay? So with those three items, you can just mix them together. It literally, for anybody, would take you less than 45 seconds. So you put those three things together, the taste is unbelievable. You just get some really good fiber from the lentils. You get a lot of flavor from the bruschetta, and then the edamame gives you some good fiber and protein as well. Some other things that we sometimes include in that recipe is quinoa. Sometimes we'll throw some avocado in there. I like to also throw walnuts for some good fats, as well as some cranberries for a little bit of sweetness. So again, that would be something super duper easy to throw together. The one other suggestion that I wanted to give you is one thing that you could use that could help you carb load if you feel like you are going to go with a little bit longer run or a little bit more intense workout in the coming days. Now, everybody's used to doing pastas, whether they're whole wheat or processed white type of pasta. We have a little different take on that here, and what we use is just Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and cauliflower. So three really, really natural types of carbohydrate rather than using your pasta. And what we'll do is we'll take those three different vegetables, and then we'll bake them in the oven at about 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And they'll come out and they'll be nice and brown, or maybe even a little crisp. And then we'll use that with our sauce, and we'll usually add some meat like a lean turkey. And that'll be our pasta serving, and or quote-unquote pasta serving. And that's the way that we get those carbohydrates in without feeling it has to be something processed. So again, with those two recipes, I think that would at least be a good start as far as how to gear your week. I'd be happy to give you guys some more suggestions, but I don't want to take all of your time right now. So if you have more questions, feel free to stop me at the gym, email me, and I can give you some more detailed recipes, or I could even maybe give you some other ideas that you think might work a little bit better for you. It was good talking to you guys. Fire back any questions you have, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys later this week. Take care.